thinking of maybe trying some interesting type of intro, but then that wouldn't be my style because I'm too quiet and all that other stuff. And I generally don't like to talk. But so I beat Forspoken off stream. I just want to say I actually had fun with it. It kind of scratches the itch that I've been having because I've been wanting to play an infamous type of game. And well, that kind of scratched the itch a little bit because PlayStation, I have a PS5. I've owned every PlayStation console ever made. I am a huge PlayStation fan, but I'm not so much a fan that I will give PlayStation X amount of dollars for PS Plus Premium so I can play the infamous games from the PS3 era. I'm sorry, but um, I don't want to do that. So I beat Forspoken. I enjoyed it. Um, Graphically, I wish it was a little bit cleaner, but also that one short that I uploaded, I kind of regret uploading because, um, mostly because, and I just realized it today. I don't know why I'm just not realizing this. It was a terrible. Well, I didn't realize it today. I realized it about a couple of weeks ago that that short was a terrible recording. Um, so hopefully going forward, my recordings will be much cleaner, which they've been. And there you have it. So I um, I could show you. I don't know which is which. Let me see. Yeah, even still, that's not that. I mean, let's just be honest. Graphically, for the graphics requirements that it has, it's not the best. So let's look at that real quick. PC requirements for Forspoken. Let's look at the PC requirements for Forspoken real quick. Yeah. 64 gig 3070 in an SSD. NVMe, preferably because it uses direct storage, and 24 gigs of RAM. When I first played this game, I actually had 32 gigs. Just yesterday, I added another 32 because I also edit videos on this PC, and it was never 32 gigs. Let's stop and talk about this for a second. 32 gigs of RAM I would have on my computer, and I would have to close apps that I normally leave open to not, and that doesn't include having to turn down certain graphical settings just so I could play at 1440p with 60 frames per second, which I prefer to on PC play single player games at 60 frames per second. If I jump into Crucible and Destiny, then well, on my TV it'll say 60, but the frame counter on Destiny 2 would say I'm at like one something. But so when I game, I'm using my 3070, which I have a 3070. I also have an Intel A380, Intel Arc A380 installed. That's for, I use that strictly for OBS, which if you can see my OBS settings, I record in AV1. not paying NVIDIA the outrageous amounts of money that they're charging for their 4000 series for AV1 when the Intel A380. When I bought it, I got it from Micro Center. I think I paid like $170 for it for AV1. But right now, as you can see, I have Hogwarts open. Well, I only got 3 tabs open. All this going on, and I'm only using 28. Imagine how much I would have to shut down when I had 32. So I know my Ethernet is going hard right now. Sending 16. I don't know what that means. It is, oh, you just click it. I am sending a lot of juice right now. But also another thing I didn't get to speak on. Well, I spoke on it earlier, but my hardware setup, I mentioned that I must have closed it. That I had 3 terabytes right here. That is 3 1 terabyte SSDs done as dynamic storage in Windows. So that way you won't see 3 individual drives. They show up as 1 drive, and it just kind of space it out. I am not a technical person. I just knew, hey, I want to make these look like 1 drive, read about dynamic storage, and activated it. But that ain't what you guys are here for. You guys are here for words. And before anybody asks the question, why do I stream on YouTube instead of Twitch? That is because of the fact that I play in HDR. It's not as much of a strain on my graphics card. Because I use the A380 QuickSync HEVC. I stream in HDR, and YouTube's the only one that lets me stream in HDR without it looking washed versus having it re-encode in SDR and all the other jazz. But let's get this show on the road. We got like 20 minutes until the new episode of The Last of Us drop. But thankfully, I'll be watching that on HBO Max, so it's not that big of a deal. I ain't missing nothing. It's not like it's live. Speaking of which, I think that's one of the biggest benefits to streaming. Remember when cable companies first came out with the DVR? Was it? I don't think it was the cable companies that came out with the DVR first. I can't remember what that service was. They had the set-top box. One of the first set-top boxes that lets you record shows. I might be wrong, but it was pretty dope to be able to, because people had lives and they worked, and you might, especially on any given day. And well, actually, really, the first DVR I could think of that was actually a DVR would have been the VCR, because you could set the timer for when it would start recording and things of that nature. But let's get on to the game here. I don't remember exactly what was the last thing I was doing. Let's go to potions class. And then we'll deal with follow the little. I wonder if that's a Quidditch. I know nothing of the Harry Potter universe outside of my lady is a huge Harry Potter fan.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Point for Ravenclaw. Before today's class
you the
is
full
completed,
screen
each
life.
of you will have brewed a Wigan-Weld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin.
I know when you might need it.
Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
Italy. Event.
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir.
See, most of you
Not an
have
easy potion
forgotten
to brew.
not to
Well
stir.
done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time round.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because you can be a part of something truly creative. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I don't know, Gareth. I don't want to get on Sharp's bad side.
You won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Sharp won't even miss it.
Do I want to get this feather? Do I not want to get this feather? That is the question.
I've enough to worry about collecting the ingredients he wants me to get. I'm afraid I can't help you.
I understand. I'll sort something else out.
Your potion should not be there.
Got the ash window.
Your potion stations organized and free of... Should you chop the Dittany or crush it? The wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
9 seconds.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and that's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to. Ah!
Get it! Again.
Dragon Tongue! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again.
I brewed an Edoras potion as you asked, Professor.
Glad you managed to stay on task. Not every class is so eventful. I saw Mr. Weasley speaking with you earlier. He can be quite persuasive. Glad you managed to resist. You've done well today. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was
Y'all
able
gonna
to
stop
meet your
doubting me,
expectations.
Chief.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. And you can keep that Fwooper feather. This time. That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror. I wish he talked about it.
Oh, my robes are going to reek from Gareth's inspiration for the rest of term.
10. Eddie. Excuse me. Sorry.
Revelio.
And then it magically disappeared. Must I say, this is a beautiful game. It's a beautiful game.
Revelio. Revelio.
There. No. And
Revelio. This looks intriguing.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll, and Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili Land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
Let us be nosy.
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student! You can't be serious!
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
Let me stop that! Stop! Had enough yet.
Expelliarmus!
Now you've gone too far.
As they keep blowing away.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
That sound pretty rough.
I'm not going anywhere.
You take this student off of my desk, buddy!
No match for me.
Expelliarmus! Protego!
Going after me!
Tell Rookwood to find me in cells. Expelliarmus!
Understand?
I haven't even had my tea yet! Expulsor!
Leviosa! Accio! Expelliarmus!
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant potioneer, has her own shop in Knockturn Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specialising in Merlin's work and life.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
Centuries ago?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so
Maybe he just writes a lot.
rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swell. And we'll see what happens. My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Incendio!
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
Curious. The pyres are back where they started.
Incendio!
It's a set particular order you gotta light them.
Yes, how beautiful! What a day! I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require Mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Greetings, young Slytherin. Scrope knows about the old book you found for Professor Fig. Scrope can help you. And you can help Scrope. Get to the courtyard past the pendulum. If you don't know it, you'll see it easy enough. And don't tell anyone what you're up to. especially Professor Blank.
Hello, can I help you?
And I
Oh,
help
thank
you.
goodness. Yes. My name is Grace Pinch Smedley. Of the Bath Pinch Smedleys? I was hoping someone would come along soon. I was about to defy my father's wishes and would never have forgiven myself. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake. Might you be the one to help me?
Diving into the lake sounds like an adventure. Tell me more.
Splendid!
All about the
Precisely
adventure,
the response I'd
baby.
hoped for.
What do you need help retrieving?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, set sail from Hogsmeade Station for what was meant to be a quick stargazing cruise with my grandmother. They never returned.
I'm so sorry. What happened to them?
We can't be sure. We only know that neither they nor their boat made it back to shore. They were presumed drowned. Father was so distraught that he forbade our family from setting foot on or in the Black Lake ever again. A treasured family astrolabe vanished with them that night. If you could dive down and retrieve it, I may be able to bring my father some peace.
What exactly is an astrolabe?
It's an astonishing ancient navigational tool. Essentially, a handheld model of the universe. It's mainly used for studying the stars, astronomical pursuits, but it has nearly 1,000 uses. Fascinating device. Sadly, I'd imagine it's rusted beyond repair now. Still, we'd love to have it returned to us. It would be like getting a bit of my grandparents back.
You seem to think I might have heard of the Bath Pinch Smedleys. Why would I know your family?
That's like asking why the sky is blue or grass is green. The Pinch Smedley name is synonymous with intellectual curiosity. We are known for our contributions to science and art. I'm surprised you haven't heard of us, frankly. But with all I plan to discover about the world around us, those that don't yet know the name certainly one day will.
It sounds dangerous, especially for something of mere sentimental value.
I understand. But I'd be forever grateful. Of course, you may discover much more than the astrolabe. Anything else you found would be all yours. I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged location against the lake's topography, depth charts, and tide schedule. My best guess is that it's just over there, about a furlong from the dock. It would be wonderful to have my grandfather's astrolabe back. I do hope you find the astrolabe. It would mean so much to our family.
It sounds as if her astrolabe is just northeast of the dock. I should dive down and see. Revelio. This must be where the Pinch Smedley family astrolabe is.
swimming along, swimming along.
I should let Grace know that I found her family astrolabe.
Self-made ivory glove. Peach juice doesn't sound very appealing.
I trust you didn't find the dive too terribly difficult.
Hello, Grace. I followed your bearings on a dive in the Black Lake.
Oh, how incredible! Did you find the astrolabe?
I did. I hope it makes your father happy.
It will. I can't wait to see his face.
I'm a nice guy.
Thank you so much for doing this for me, and for my family. You do well to keep an eye out for more spots to dive. A diver of your caliber is certain to find all sorts of things down there. Thank you again, and I do hope you keep diving. You certainly have a knack for finding treasure.
Revelio.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
Accio. Revelio.
Leo.
Scrope? Who is Scrope? Revelio.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Levioso. Accio. Levioso. Accio. Levioso. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Levioso. Accio. Pumpkins. Ah, I think I know just the place. Revelio.
The house I was at earlier with the pumpkins in it. And some other random stuff.
Levioso. Down to the water's edge. This had better not be a trick.
Fall damage. What fall damage?
Levioso. Accio.
Thank you for coming all this way. The name's Scrope. Scrope serves the headmaster. Been in the Black family for years. Apologies for the abundance of notes. Scrope wanted to be sure you weren't followed.
What's this all about? Your notes mentioned the book I found in the restricted section.
Scrope can tell you more in exchange for your help, but no one, especially the headmaster, can know.
Happy to help, especially if you can shed light on the book.
Scrope is grateful. Scrope's late mistress, Apollonia Black, may she rest in peace, was a student at Hogwarts over 50 years ago. Before she died, she spoke with passion of pages ripped from a book. Scrope suspects she took them to her private grotto. She was delirious at the end, poor thing. Mistook belladonna for elderberries. Scrope tried to warn her.
I'm sorry to hear that. But how do you benefit if I find the pages?
Scrope believes that a treasured black family ring is also in the grotto. Scrope wishes to give it to the headmaster. Apollonia forbade Scrope from entering the grotto long ago. Scrope continues to honour her wishes. Scrope would not dare ask a student for help, but when Scrope learned you were looking for those pages, Scrope thought you might also find the ring.
How did you know that I'd found a book and that it's missing pages?
Scrope and the other house elves are good at staying out of sight. Scrope hears and sees many things in the castle. Scrope knows how to keep secrets.
Tell me more about this treasured ring.
Oh, it's adorned with the black family crest. The headmaster would be pleased with Scrope for returning it.
How did you injure your ear?
The Blacks have a tradition of decapitating their house elves when their service is no longer required. One day, dear Apollonia was understandably frustrated with Scrope and got a bit too eager with a cleaver. Scrope was able to convince the sweet girl of his value and now views this small injury as a reminder of her good heart.
Good person for only cutting off my ear instead of decapitating me. You know? Guess I could see
It
the
seems
logic.
this may help us both. I shall do it.
Scrope is relieved. Scrope hoped the young Slytherin would be willing to help. Take this toast to the grotto just down the coast and place it on the pedestal there. Good luck. Scrope will wait right here for you. Best of luck finding your pages and the ring.
Do some. Sure.
Levioso. Protego. Incendio. Protego. Incendio. Incendio.
Hey, I defeated something I probably shouldn't be able to defeat. That was a oh, there's a lot of Get a snuff.
Protego! Incendio! Incendio! Protego! Incendio! Protego! Incendio! Incendio! Protego! Incendio! Incendio! Protego! Accio! Incendio! Protego!
Could have died.
Why would I need a piece of toast? I suppose that's where it goes.
Those didn't get wet though?
Revelio.
Could it be? A visitor? Oh. Ah. Ooh. Ah. The name's Richard Jackdaw. I was a student, just like you, about a century ago. How in the world did you find this place?
A house elf named Scrope sent me. Said I might find a black family ring here.
Ah. Sorry to say, I sold the ring a long time ago. Poor Scrope. Still holds a candle for Apollonia, I reckon. Can't say I blame him. I stole all these treasures just to impress her. Alas, 'twas to no avail. I thought a secret map I pilfered from Peeves would pique her interest. But she simply rolled her eyes. What would I want with yellowed old pages torn from a book? Not my finest moment.
I'd like to have those pages if you don't mind.
They're not here. I thought if Apollonia wasn't interested in the map on the pages, perhaps it would lead to something that would intrigue her. So, I followed the map to what I can only describe as an enchanted cave of some kind. And you see what happened next? Here's an idea. Why don't you meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll show you where to find the pages?
I think I could guess how you died, but who did it to you?
I was having a look around when I suddenly sensed a refreshing breeze. After that, I felt, well, lightheaded. That's all I remember. Hence, if you do visit the cave, be prepared. I can't tell you what for specifically, but you seem a perceptive sort. Beware a light breeze.
Why did I need the toast to get in here?
Oh, that was Apollonia's idea. Seems some squids love toast. They should have taught you that at Hogwarts.
How is it possible to steal from Peeves, a poltergeist?
I didn't steal the pages from his ghostly form. I merely found them in his wake of destruction. He has a penchant for wrecking things. Books, bottles, suits of armor, whatever's sure to cause the most chaos. He dropped them after a particularly aggressive romp through the library.
I suppose if that's the only way for me to get those pages, I'll meet you at the forest.
I'm sure the pages are still tucked in my waistcoat. If you don't mind the sight of a, well, my decapitated skeleton, they're yours for the taking.
Revelio! A map. It doesn't appear to be connected to the missing pages. Best hang on to it for now.
About to do all this walking, hold up.
Hogsmeade, here I come. Wonder who lives here. This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful. Revelio. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Revelio.
And traits to gear.
Revelio.
And I'll sleep in clothes.
Hello, Scrope. Thanks to you, I was able to enter Apollonia's grotto. The toast was the key. I met a ghost there, Richard Jackdaw, who's agreed to lead me to the pages I've been looking for.
Phew, that boy was never good enough for Apollonia. Oh, what of the Black family ring?
I'm sorry to say that Jackdaw sold it long ago.
Sad news indeed. Scrope shall need to think of another way to impress the headmaster. Well, Scrope takes some consolation in knowing that the young Slytherin found what they needed.
I did. Thank you again, Scrope. You're a credit to house elves.
Still look like I got on sleeping clothes.
Revelio.
Richard Jackdaw at the boss. Alright. Let's see if I can get this right this time.
What are you up to now?
Did check this, make sure.
What about unspeakables? Don't you find it strange that no one knows what they actually do?
Can you imagine working at the ministry? Day in, day out, trapped behind a desk.
Seems every career is connected to the ministry in some way.
Hopefully this works better now.
Revelio.
The volume. I can't barely hear it.
Here I am, as good as my word.
We meet again, Richard Jackdaw.
I suppose I shouldn't be surprised to see you. It took the cunning of a Slytherin to track down these pages.
Well said. Now, where do we go from here?
Follow me. I shall lead you as far as I can, but I fear I may remain a tad reluctant to revisit the scene of my demise. Keep your eyes open for a bird bath. When you find it, say intramuros. I think it's Latin. Or Greek. As you can imagine, I never paid much attention in school. Shall we?
Aside from the bird bath, anything else I should look for?
Indeed. A few a stone bridge, a waterfall, and, if I recall, a lake. You'll see.
You've been very helpful. Thank you.
Surprising how much of this is, rather unfortunately, coming back to me. Yes. You know, the closer we get, the more I'm remembering. Probably best I leave you to it. Simply stick to the path and keep a sharp eye out for that bird bath. Adieu. Is that Latin? Or Greek? Incendio.
Against attention. You shall not abandon this quest.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased.
Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Protego.
The big one.
Levioso. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Protego. Incendio. Incendio. Protego. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Eight legs is simply nothing to do now. Incendio. Protego. Expelliarmus. Revelio. Expelliarmus. Incendio. The waterfall. For a thief, Jackdaw's surprisingly as good as his word. Revelio.
Big paw on the map. Not quite sure. Ready for them problems.
Revelio. Something oddly solemn about this place. Such regal creatures, stags.
Find the cave where he died.
There it is. Just as Jackdaw described. Incendio. Revelio.
Like this. Can't get that.
Intramuros.
Whisper the password.
Aren't you a little far from home?
Ranrock knew you'd eventually lead us to whatever it is you're hiding.
Expelliarmus.
You're like a clown.
Incendio. Expelliarmus.
I won't rest. Dead.
Accio. Incendio. No risk those loyalists will report back to Ranrock now. Let's see where Jackdaw has led me.
Getting a little better with the combat. A little bit. Go from Forspoken to this.
I wonder how big this place is. Revelio. Revelio. These rooms must have something to do with opening this door. I can shoot the symbol, but it doesn't stay lit for long. I need to light all three before they time out on me. Impressive. That must be where all this leads. Revelio. Someone didn't want casual visitors down here. I wonder if any of my spells help me through this. Revelio. Protego. Expelliarmus. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Accio. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Protego. Expelliarmus. Revelio. If I could summon that platform to me, I could likely get on it. Accio. Revelio.
Yeah.
Accio. Revelio. Protego. Accio. glad Richard Jackdaw left a little something behind for me.
Challenge it. Trust me when I tell you.
Revelio. Protego. Accio. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Protego. There's a victory that came none too soon. Revelio. Another puzzle. Well, if Jackdaw could solve this, so can I. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Revelio. That's odd. I'd have thought Jackdaw would have been interested in this loot, but there's no sign of him. It's a good thing Jackdaw didn't fall down there. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Not a headless skeleton in sight. But I may as well help myself to this.
Need that.
Revelio. Incendio. I'm I'm glad Richard Jackdaw left a little something behind for me, but where could he be? Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus! Protego! Expelliarmus! Revelio. Expelliarmus! Revelio. Expelliarmus! Protego! Revelio. Revelio. Protego. Revelio. 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 An untouched chest. Jackdaw wasn't very thorough in his search of this cave.
No, wasn't.
Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Protego. Expelliarmus. Protego. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Accio. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Revelio.
I don't like spiders. I don't like spiders at all.
I'd have thought Jackdaw would have been interested in this loot, but there's no sign of him. I'm glad Richard Jackdaw left a little something behind for me, but where could he be? Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio.
To destroy anything because it's always something.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
Well.
Accio. An untouched chest. Jackdaw wasn't very thorough in his search. That's odd. I'd have... been interested in this loot, but there's no sign of him. Accio! Revelio. There it is. The bridge, it's almost complete. More spiders. These can't be what the hell is Jack Potato! Incendio. Incendio. Digo. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Cursed fiends.
Mamas.
Incendio. Expelliarmus. Accio. Incendio. Potato. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Potato. Accio. Incendio. Farewell, monster. I can only imagine that's why this multiplied jackal came this way. Incendio. Revelio. Revelio. I need to look around for the symbol. Must be getting closer to Jackdaw's remains and those pages. We meet again, Richard Jackdaw. Thank you for keeping these pages safe all these years. Here it is, the map that brought your doom, Jackdaw. There's something beyond this room. Revelio.
No healing potions, just great.
Accio. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Accio. Expelliarmus.
Mano y mano.
Expelliarmus. Accio.
Mano y mano.
Revelio. What? That's unnerving. What's happening?
That was fun. That was fun.
I've seen this before. Gringotts and the restricted section. Where am I? Revelio. Oh no. The room's starting to flood. How am I being protected? What sort of magic is this?
As the dialogue slightly ahead of what actually happened.
Protects me until I'm able to make my way out of here. What is this place?
Can it be?
Revelio. It's you.
Has someone finally found our map chamber?
I recognize you from the Pensives. You're Professor Rackham.
I am indeed. I must confess that I am surprised to see someone so young standing before me.
I'm the same age that you and Isadora Morganach were when you started at Hogwarts.
You've paid attention, and might I presume you share our ability?
To see traces of ancient magic? Yes, sir, I do.
As you have likely realized by now, our ability gives us a unique relationship with all forms of magic. We can access expressions of magic that few others can. Opportunities will arise that allow you to sharpen this rare talent. Do not squander them.
I won't, Professor. Thank you.
We have much to discuss. But first, a map found in a certain book led you here. Place the book on the pedestal.
I don't have the book with me, sir.
That is unfortunate. I'm afraid we must pause our conversation until you return with the book.
I'm a bit confused, sir. Why is this room called the map chamber?
I assure you that all will be clear once the book has been placed on the pedestal.
The statues and carvings in the house on the cliffside, those are of you. Are you a seer?
I am.
Did you know that I would be here?
I cannot say more at present, except to say that your presence here does not entirely surprise me.
Very well. I'll retrieve the book right away.
Good. We shall speak again once the book is in place.
Incendio. Expelliarmus. Incendio.
Get up out of here. Let's get up out of here.
I found the pages and the map chamber. Why would I need the book?
Off on another adventure, are we?
That there, so all I gotta do is get the book.
Revelio. I'm back at Hogwarts. I wonder when Professor Fig will be back. I did promise him I wouldn't neglect my studies while he was away. Suppose I have enough to distract myself with till he returns with a book. Revelio.
You need to learn Depulso, the banishing charm, useful for pushing objects or adversaries away. Complete the required tasks and meet me in my classroom.
Revelio. Revelio. Lumos. Protego. Lumos.
Anisma.
Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
I think 2 hours is good for now.
Revelio.
My broom. Oh, up. Yeah. Let's read now. Go watch some of us. Put along on this wonderful journey. Watch some Last of Us. But thank you for joining. Next stream will be to everybody off, but